So you want to know, why is tracking your ratios of contacts and conversations from the people that you're reaching out to important in your business? Well, it's very similar to life. Don't you want to know how long it will take? As most professionals end up having the ability to predict most of their business, the way to make that simple is by knowing your business intelligence, or what we would call your numbers. So one of the most important and commonly overlooked tasks in a daily real estate profession is tracking and measuring your results. Meaning, overall, we're not looking at any of this accountability as the form of consequence. What it really is you taking ownership of your goals. And the best way to know how to take ownership of your goals is the predicted time that it would take to accomplish them. Just like anything else in your life, difficult to go about it, not knowing how long it would take. And so as you start to approach a real estate business and you're tracking and measuring your contacts and conversations and the ratios of how many contacts does it take for a conversation and how many conversations do you need to have with a certain segment or audience or lead source, that would lead to getting a face-to-face appointment. And as you start having these conversions, is what we'll call them, is then you can move now away from execution, which is that you're actually tracking and measuring your numbers. You have intelligence to having great conversations with whoever your coach is on what can you do to improve the conversion. Meaning, if you want to make it faster, easier, and quicker to get to where you want to be, so you can go back home, spend time with your loved ones, travel more, or perhaps you say, hey, I want to spend the exact same amount of time, but I want to double my business, is all you have to do is potentially double your conversion. So as we look at the importance of tracking and measuring your results, it's really rooted in your ability to know what commitments are going to be required for the goals that you set, taking ownership, meaning you being accountable to knowing how to hit your goals. And lastly, though, is improving how great you are in any given moment of a conversation to know how do we qualify, ask the right questions, and ultimately get more time from people. That leads to appointments, which is really the currency of our business. And at that point, then you'll start tracking and measuring another number, which is the conversion of appointments to that of people who say, yes, they trust you to represent them. But you can see most of these ratios, which we'll call conversions, are going to be great intelligence for you to have conversations with your coach, because you know your numbers. And once you know your numbers, there's an honesty to the measurement or scorecard that you have, to where we can really coach to improving a skill and or helping you with the mindset to overcome that would improve that skill as well.